Hey everybody, today's video is about free money that may be sitting in your mailbox, but it's very easy to overlook or miss. I just found a check in the mail settling the Target data breach from a few years ago, if you remember that thing. But the tricky thing is that it's disguised pretty much as junk mail, and I almost threw it away. In fact, I quit opening or filling out these crazy class action lawsuit invitations years ago because they take time, and the checks I've seen come through, if ever, in the past are literally like $1 or two. But this one was a pretty decent sized check. I mean, it's not going to make or break the bank, but it would definitely buy you a nice lunch. So, in this short video, I'll show you what to look out for, find out if you're getting paid, and at the end of the video, I'll reveal how much this one was for. Okay, let's start with what this piece of mail looks like if you find it in your mailbox. So here you'll see an image of the front, and then I'll show you the back. It's one of those pieces of mail that's about the size as a 3x5 card, where you got to tear off some perforation and open it up. So it's small, and it's not even in an envelope. And you'll see here on the front it's filled out, well, pretty much like junk mail. It's the mass mailing, computer generated, printed sort of address, barcoded, and all that kind of stuff. And then here on the back, it doesn't look any more legit. This thing was a half second away from going right in the recycle bin. Although you will see, if you're observant and you happen to notice, and if it rings a bell, it does mention Target data breach settlement. And that's if you even remember the thing. So let's recap what that was or what happened. Back in late 2013, basically Target got hacked. So if you shopped there, paid with a credit card, a debit card, your information could have been compromised. So reading from the settlement agreement itself, it says consumers who shopped at Target from November 27th through December 18th, 2013, or received notice that their personal information was compromised may be eligible for money from a data breach settlement. Now, the tricky thing, at least with this one, is you had to choose to opt in, and you had to do that. This was back in 2015. The claim submission deadline was July 31st, 2015. So a bunch of time passed between the breach and the issue, and then years have gone by since. The other tricky thing is what happens if you did include yourself, and now a settlement is being awarded, but what if you happen to overlook this mail and throw it away? In fact, I feel like they probably disguised this thing to look like junk mail for good reason. One, I'm sure these are cheaper to produce and mail, but yeah, I also sort of wonder if they want you to see it and cash it. So also reading from the settlement agreement around distribution of remaining funds. This is interesting. I wondered if unclaimed money would go back to Target, but in this case it does say no portion of the settlement class escrow account will be returned to Target. Any amounts remaining in the settlement class action escrow account after all distributions provided shall be distributed by the settlement administrator as directed by the court. So that may go to a charity, it could go to a consumer protection fund, something along those lines. So here, let me show you a smaller piece of the inside of that envelope where it talks about the share of the settlement, what you're getting. This is on the inside of what I tore open, and it does have on here a phone number for the settlement administrator, an email address, and that website I'm reading from called targetbreachsettlement.com. So between those three, if you think you may have included yourself, you haven't seen anything, and you want to try to track down whether you're eligible and should be looking for a check, that contact information may be helpful to try to find out. Okay, so finally, no more suspense. Let's take a look at the check itself. Here we go, $43.96. I mean, that honestly kind of surprised me for one of these things. Like I said, I've seen them come through in the past where they're like less than the cost of postage. I don't even know why they send the things out. In this case, hey, $43, almost $44. Hey, I'll take it. We'll go grab a poke bowl for lunch, or we'll throw it on the table in Vegas this weekend. Hey, so that's it for this video. I thought it'd be fun to try to get something up on YouTube and figure out how this whole YouTube video editing, posting thing goes. And this is sort of a fun one. I just stumbled across this in the mail. Again, extra $44 in the wallet. hadn't expected, and maybe one of these is sitting in your mailbox too, waiting for a nice Saturday morning surprise. Look out for it. Be careful. Again, looks like junk mail. Look closely and comment below if you found something similar. And I'd be interested in your comments if this helped, if you found something you otherwise were close to throwing away, or if you've got a similar story. Let me know. Comment down below, subscribe, or shoot me an email.